Trojan family, what's up, man? Happy Friday to everybody, man. Happy Friday to everybody. Look, we got some good news and we got some bad news, man. We got some good news and some bad news, and most of you have already heard what we consider to be the bad news. Yesterday I actually had a video uploaded for it, but technology things crashed on me. But listen, like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. But look, as you guys know, Brandon Sosna, he's out of here, man. News broke yesterday, and I'm sure everybody knows it by now. But I want to talk about the impact and what I think it means to the USC program and what he actually represented for the USC Trojans. I mean, because he was more than just, you look at the news broke yesterday, and you look at most of the comments that everybody makes in reference to this. But the impact that it had is going to be tremendous. And here's the reason why. I mean, most people, they look at it, and even Mike Bohn's comments as it relates to it, he said that he was the architect behind the Lincoln Riley hire. So, we thank God for that. And it was big. But this guy, he represented the, innovative ideas. He represented youth to this particular position. Being, second in command as far as the athletic department is concerned. This guy represented, Brandon Sosna understood logistics. He understood how, the pieces need to be in to play. And somebody asked me, they said, do you think this would be a negative on our program? Do you think this will affect our program? And then they asked me, how would this affect our program? And, I think it could be a negative on our program this is a big if we can hire somebody with the same type of attributes, somebody with the same type of mindset. Because this guy, man, I tell you, man, he was, in fact, he was so good. Forbes had him on the 30 under 30. Some of the best people in the business, some of the best guys like him in the business. So this guy wasn't just anybody. He was somebody that understood logistics. He understood of putting things in the proper place. And even if you go to even like the top 25 facilities in the country, USC is number 25. As the top 25 facilities, USC is number 25. And that was already a concern, and we knew this before he even got hired. But then we hired somebody like this guy with his abilities, and he started to make progress in these areas, all in these areas. In this article here, it talks about that. And so he understood that we were behind, but he understood that first we got to hire a commander-in-chief, which is Coach Lincoln Riley. And he didn't just, I believe, him having a young mindset. I believe he approached it from the aspect of young recruits. What would young recruits want as relates to coach? I mean, if I'm a young recruit, you want somebody with the star power and the star quality as a Lincoln Riley. And so I believe he approached this position. He approached it and said, look, I'm gonna hire give a star coach first, and then we're going to proceed with everything else as it relates to the grounds, as it relates to recruiting. And, he kind of transformed the recruiting department. He came in and started doing some things. And then he even came in. Let me read this real quick. It says that there was a problem that needed solving with the USC athletics at large. It was most likely eventually found its way to Sosa's attention. From staffing matters to even being called in the office's perspective to football recruits, USC was hoping to land Sosna. But it talks about, let me read this part. It talks about, it says right here, it says whether it was overhauling or expanding the Trojans football recruiting department or making sure the football program had a dedicated groundskeeper rather than relying on the same crew that took care of the entire campus. This guy understood every little inch, every little aspect of the USC football program, even the athletic department. This guy was putting his hands on it, and as a result, you can see the difference in the impact immediately. And most people would think, oh, let's get these recruits. Well, we want to get the facilities established first, so when the recruits do come in. But he thought about working it from, instead of working it from the outside in, he wanted to work it from the inside out. And what I mean is, you want to have a good coach. You don't want to just have the outside looking good, but then the inside is just not working, right? He wanted to work it from the inside out, so he hired Lincoln Riley from the inside and started working his way on the outside. And you see these things, his imprint and his impact. And so my question is, my answer to the question of how do I think it'll affect our program? I think it will affect it if we don't hire somebody like this. Now, are there other people? Absolutely, because if you look at college football, whether it be Oregon, whether it be Alabama, or whether it be Ohio State, whether it be LSU, all these schools have great facilities. They understand, they get it. And so we want to continue in this, and we want to continue in pursuit of somebody with this with the attributes and this caliber of as Brandon Sosna. So that's my take on it. I think congratulations to him, and he is a Midwest guy. This guy has experience. He has experience with the Cleveland Browns. He's had experience with Cincinnati, from Cincinnati, then coming over here. So now he's going to the Detroit Lions. So I think, it's a good hire. Congratulations to him. And we thank you. We thank you for and I think with somebody else in his shoes, they might have tried to go with a Matt Campbell or somebody from Iowa State or some, even the Cincinnati coach. I just don't think none of those guys would have been a good fit, but he understood Lincoln Riley was a good fit for the University of Southern California. So we salute you, man. We salute you, man. And we thank you for all that you added to the USC program and wish you the best. And we want to get somebody with that same type of caliber as him. So listen, like, share, subscribe, USCJ32 on Twitter, USCJ32 on Instagram. Now, this weekend is the first weekend of official visits. We have some great recruits. Next weekend is just going to be off the charts. Next weekend is going to be all the way off the charts. Man, it's going to be crazy. I can't even, we'll talk about that when it gets here. But next weekend, the 17th, is going to be out of control as it relates to recruits. But this weekend, we got some big recruits, and we've already had one to come. And man, matter of fact, he put out a tweet. His name is Caleb Lumu. And listen, he put out a tweet, and basically he enjoyed his time with Lincoln Riley. He enjoyed, and he got that's him on the thumbnail, the picture that you see. He's an offensive tackle out of Arizona, Gilbert, Arizona. He's a 4-star. He's 6'5", 260. And listen, he put out this tweet talking about he had an amazing time this week, and we got 2 more coming this weekend. And so listen, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning of what's yet to come. And so the other 2, Grant Buckley, he's a 3-star. Strong side DN. He's 6'5", 265, Bakersfield, California. He'll be here this weekend. This is going to be his official visit. And then we got, this is a big one right here, Tackett Curtis, 4-star inside linebacker, 6'3", 220, out of Manny, Louisiana. So listen, we got the beginning of official visits starting this weekend. And listen, we got some big time players coming this weekend. That linebacker, I'm telling you, and that offensive tackle, I'm telling you, those 2 guys right there, I think those 2 guys are a must get. Those 2 are 4-star. The other guy's a 3-star. But this guy, Caleb Luma, this offensive tackle, this 4-star guy who's 6'5", 260, of course, he's gonna grow into that body. But some was suggesting that we weren't even in the on the radar for him. But we got an official visit. He had the uniform on. You see him with the sword. You see him there. And look, man, listen, USC got some big things going. So listen, we got a lot to be thankful for. Next weekend is going to be even a bigger weekend. And so that's all I got for you guys. But listen, we have some more breaking news here today. And this is out of the conference. This is not USC related, but it's Cincinnati, Houston, and UCF. They reached an agreement to join the Big 12 next year, 2023. Tell me what you guys think about that. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Cincinnati, Houston, and UCF. I said USC. UCF reached an agreement to join the Big 12 next year. And so listen, before the SEC before going to the SEC with Texas and Oklahoma, they're gonna get beat up by Cincinnati. They're gonna get beat up by UCF and Houston before they even leave the conference. So listen, that's a little nugget right there I wanted to give you. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram. USCJ32 on Twitter. Fight on, fight on, fight on.